Hi, Scott. I know, right? Test, test. Oh my goodness, dude! I rebooted everything. I rebooted the router. I moved the extender. I rebooted the. Thank you. I rebooted the plug thing that the 6-prong plug. I did it all, man. But you know what? I think I need an Ethernet connection because I'm tired of depending on this. Hey, Tanisha, I am tired of depending on this crazy, and I mean crazy internet, because even when the storm comes, the internet just goes out. Now that I'm not going to be able to fix. But I don't like when, there's a lot of people in here and all of a sudden it starts buffering. That is just very frustrating. So I'm thinking, don't you think an Ethernet, if I can get an Ethernet I don't know if it has an Ethernet connection on here. I might have to look. If not, I've got another laptop that probably does. It's a little more old school. But Scott, do you think an Ethernet connection will make it a little bit stronger? I don't know if you've had any luck with this situation, or excuse me, any bad luck with this situation, because good grief. Good grief. Are you working, Scott? I know, Tanisha, that you are working. I appreciate you coming in and helping me test. It hasn't buffered yet. Cross my fingers. Man, I was getting ready to do all this stuff, show some videos, everything, and then all of a sudden I started seeing that thing going in and out, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? By the way, I saw the new version, Scott, that you have of your 30-second video clip. I want the new version. I like the music better. Look, he's like, people want ice and but yeah, I'm always asking for stuff anyway. But thank you guys for helping me test this. I really appreciate y'all. Hey, I tried to send both of y'all a connection to my shipmate. Tanisha, are you on shipmate? Because maybe it had something to do with maybe some of the people weren't on shipmate as to why it got stuck like that. It just stopped and just kept, chasing its tail for a while, like everything else today. Could have been my internet. At least the green screen thing is working out today, so that's good. Got some colorful backgrounds. I need to take some pictures. I need to take some pictures for the new thumbnails I'm making. When I saw that, Scott, I was so excited. My husband, I asked him about the Ethernet. He sent me a big, I don't know. You can't see it probably. Yeah, it's green. But he sent me an IDK. Like, I don't know if Ethernet will help. Dude, you are my technical expert in the house. If he doesn't know, who else knows, right? Um, anyway. So here you go. There you go. I've tested it. Well, gee, hey, Will. Yeah, we're in here testing my internet. Legendary Princess, hi, hi. I always joke that don't matter what time of day you come in, people will come in and say hello. You guys are so sweet. Uh, and she's back. I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me okay? I mean, Angie, I rebooted everything. I mean, everything. I rebooted the router, the cable. Not cable. Yeah, I guess it is cable. Whatever it is, I rebooted that, and I also rebooted the extender. Actually, I moved it to a room closer to me. I don't know if that's going to make it worse or better. I'm glad that you can see and hear me. Thank you, Angie. And also the TV came in okay. The TV, that might be a test from now on. If the TV doesn't come in okay, then I know my internet is not working properly. But what I was saying, Will, I was asking Scott, but he's working. He probably didn't hear what I was saying. I was asking Scott if an Ethernet connection would make my internet more steady, because I can ask my husband to thread an Ethernet cord up here from downstairs, because literally the internet is right below me downstairs. Well, not right below me. It's a little bit across the room, but I can send an Ethernet a cord from there, he ain't gonna like it. That's probably why he hasn't answered me. He ain't gonna like me singing Ethernet cord through his man cave. But whatever. Oh, Tanisha says, yeah, I am on shipmate. Okay. As Mrs. Bass Player. Mrs. Bass Player? Do you play the bass? I play the guitar. Hi. And guess what? When I click on show now, it's showing people. Will says it would be more stable, no chance for signal interference. That's interesting. Also, if you have a lot of connections, Wi-Fi, the only bad thing about Wi-Fi, in my opinion, I mean, Wi-Fi was a great idea. Whoever came up with Wi-Fi, kudos to them. But the only bad thing, the only bad thing, oh, he plays the bass. Okay. The only bad thing is that Wi-Fi, after you share it so many times, especially in your house, especially on your router, then you got this problem. So I'm thinking Ethernet, you don't share that, right? That's just like a single connection. Maybe if I do Ethernet, it won't start getting weaker and weaker. I didn't have anything else on though. I turned off the TV. I put my phone on non-Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi. I turned off the other PC. There was nothing else on. But when I rebooted it, now it seems fine. The TV's fine. Our internet is just crazy. It's not even storming or anything here. It's just freaking hot, okay? But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming in and helping me test it. So that's pretty nice. You guys are awesome. I just hate that I dropped like 20 something people today. That sucks. And even though Julie was so sweet, she kept saying, well, it's not your fault. The internet is going out. I'd be like, yeah, it kind of is. I mean, the bad news is when you're doing lives, you really are the technical team. You are the tech team. When you're doing a live, if something happens, you got to figure out how to fix it. And now I know that I pretty much have to reboot it to fix it. Now, I didn't have time to run all the way downstairs, unplug it, wait for 2 minutes, and plug it back again during the live. But now we know that did work. So it was, a connection issue. Probably the router needed to be rebooted. Say that fast. Reboot a router reboot it. But now that we know that, at least I know that if I can fix my internet situation, at least that probably won't happen unless it storms. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, I'm back. Life with Tanisha says we haven't had any issues since we changed from AT&T to Verizon. I told my husband, I said, I don't think AT&T is as good as they claim they are. They kept saying we're going to get much faster speeds. Well, yeah, faster to going down maybe, but Bobby plays that Xbox and usually one of the smart TVs is on, and I am always on YouTube on my iPad all at the same time with no issues. Okay, well, we've got 2 TVs down in the basement, and one of them is ginormous. My husband's man cave TV is like 75 inches or something like that. And then the other one that's down there is like 55 inches that the kids watch. And then up here, we've got 3 televisions and 3 PCs. Well, no, 2 PCs. No, 1 PC, 2 laptops, in our phones. I don't know. One of my friends told me the problem is, he said, oh, dude, here's the funny thing. I just rebooted the machine 3 days ago. I just rebooted the router 3 days ago during the weekend because it was acting goofy then. Like I said, I'm in Kentucky, Will. Anything's possible. But yeah, that's our main one, 75 inches. I told Jorge his TV sucks all the energy out of everything in our house. Now upstairs, there's a 65 inch too, so that's probably not helping. But I said, maybe we got to get rid of some of all these TVs. The other one that plays is a 40-inch. We've got a 65 in there, a 40 in the front room, and then the 65's in the family room, the 40's in the front room, and then in my office I've got a little one that's like a 25-inch, so it's probably not doing too much. But I should have known something was wrong, because this morning when I turned on the TV, I should do this check every morning. I turned on the TV, it went to troubleshoot your connection, which means the connection was okay, but when it came on, that moment it was not hidden. So then it won't go into Samsung. It's a Samsung TV with the Samsung TV app on it. And if the Samsung TV app does not connect, then that should tell me that something's wrong. So I should have took that hint right then and there and said, uh-oh, maybe I better go reboot the internet. And believe me, I'm going to check that until I get my Ethernet put in. Girl. Linda, yeah, you're back. I know, I'm back. We're back in Tenerife, Spain. Girl. Rebooted everything. I mean, everything. Okay, everything. So there you go. But I am back. Lucy, hi, Lucy. I love the emoji. I can't see what it is, but it looks like a puppy or cat. I don't know. I can't see worth a darn now. Anyway, but it looks like a puppy or cat. Yeah, we're back. I was testing. I put on here testing, just testing, but everybody comes in because y'all are sweethearts, and y'all have your notification set on, so you got the notification. I was live again. Vicky's live again. I'm alive. So anyway, what I was trying to tell you guys earlier is that I'm trying to do the carnival thing still, y'all. I'm not gonna try and do the loyalty thing, which is not a loyalty thing. It's a rewards thing. I keep saying that to people. My clients keep calling me, y'all, and they keep saying they got rid of what they say? No, they changed our loyalty. I said, no, sweetie, they got rid of your loyalty. It's no longer a loyalty program. It is now a rewards program. They may say there's loyalty in there, but there's no loyalty in there. There's no loyalty. Sherman, hey everybody, I'm finally here. Sherman, we have left and come back. He said, I'm finally here. We have left. This is a total different stream. My stream fell apart. I mean, there was like 20 something people in here when it dropped, and I didn't know what to do. So I just said, okay, well, I'm gonna have to come out, go reboot the router. Will says I should do that occasionally. I had done it like over the weekend. The weather here is just really hot. There's no rain or anything, and there's probably no rhyme or reason to why the internet is acting crazy in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's an AT&T thing. Like she said, Verizon probably is just better. Even when I had a Verizon phone, my Verizon phone back in the day, what was that thing? Motorola Razr, Verizon Razr. That thing. Even when I was in Puerto Rico, I was the only one in my family that could talk on the phone because I had Verizon. Everybody else had to go up on the rooftop to talk. That'll tell you something. Verizon kicks butt. It really does. It really does live up to the commercials that they always used to play about. You can get it anywhere. You really can't get it anywhere. So maybe I need to change over. I was saying, Sherman, that maybe it's a good idea for me to get an Ethernet hookup going so that my internet will not be a wireless situation, because it seems like the wireless situation in this house is really jacked up. That's the best way I can put it. It's too many things hooked up. The router's not strong enough. The AT&T doesn't seem to be strong enough. Do you have any trouble with your internet, Sherman? And I don't think anybody really has too much trouble with their Ethernet unless it's storming. Now, after storms, I do reboot the router, because I know for a fact that if you don't do that after a storm here, forget about it, because storms do take out our cable. Yeah. Oh, Sherman says, yeah, a wired connection would be a lot more stable. That's the same thing Will said. Okay, I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to give my husband a new honeydew thing. I'm going to say, sweetie, I need an Ethernet connection. And he's going to look at me like, what do you want me to do? No, actually, he has an antenna. I am not joking, running from his TV up here because he likes to watch the FM stations. Because we're, what is that called? Non cable TV. We've got all the streaming services, but no cable TV. So he likes to watch the local TV. So he does have an antenna. So look, he better not say to me, I can't do it, because he does have an FM antenna running up here to this floor. Wow, Sherman, you said I have Starlink and so far not really any problems. You have Starlink? Where do you live? We don't even have 5G here yet. That's part of the problem. On my phone, yeah. On my phone, when I look at my internet connection, like right now, I'm looking at it's not on Wi-Fi, it's on internet connection. I'm not even getting a full internet connection. Oh no, it showed up. It showed up low again on my screen. Yeah, it may just be the internet, period. I think you're right, Tanisha. I think it's AT&T and turkeys. Okay, that is very upsetting. But you know what? It doesn't show up that on the TV. It only shows that on this computer. Could be the computer, but like I said, the TV was acting a little crazy too. So maybe a combination of the computer. I have another laptop that is a little bit newer. I can transfer all my stuff to the other laptop. I inherited it from my dad. It has nothing on it. Bless his heart, dude had nothing on his PC. So it's like a fresh new old PC. So I may use that. Oh, sure does. Go to show. Go to Starlink website and put your address in, and it will show if you have coverage. Dude, if we have coverage here, that would shock and amaze me, considering we don't even have 5G yet. I bet you that's one of like the major requirements. Every time I go to do something, I get this reminder, you don't have 5G. What type of internet connection do you have? It's fiber. Yeah. They told us it was going to be faster. 5G, no, we don't have 5G. They told us it was going to be faster, the fiber. Whatever. My internet and bandwidth suck, Scott said. Do you have an Ethernet cord? I'm fixing it when I get back. Yes, because there's nothing worse, sweetie, than having, almost 30 people on your live stream and all of a sudden your internet decides, this seems like a good time to leave. Yeah, that's what it's felt like. 2 days before vacation, LOL. Oh, yeah, you're on vacation. You're going to World America, right? Got to deal with me freezing. I haven't seen you freezing. Okay. You're in Arizona. You ain't freezing. Oh, well. Yeah. 5G is a cell connection. Well, that's good to know, Will. Man, I'm so glad you're here. Well, that was new information to me. I thought 5G had to do with internet. It's actually a cell connection. Okay. Well, this is my iPhone, and it says your internet connect. No, it says your cell connection sucks. Is what Life with Tanisha. Scott, I will be good. Take me. Oh, you're going on World America. Is that where you're going, Scott? I hate you, Scott. Talk about FOMO. Oh my gosh, I want to go on World America so bad. Ever since we started talking about it, I keep thinking, man, I bet that ship. And then I saw the vlogs. Oh, that's crazy. Scott Pack. Yeah. Um, he isn't packed. No, he probably is packed. I would think so. I don't know. I can't talk. Like I said to y'all before, I wash my clothes and then I throw them on the guest bed. Okay. And then I sit there and I go, fold this one, put it in the drawer, fold this one, put it in the suitcase. And that is my packing technique, y'all. All new, fresh clothes for when I come back. Sometimes I leave clothes in the suitcase. If I don't use a bathing suit, which when am I going to use a bathing suit if I'm not on a cruise? Me, never. So I'll leave my clean bathing suits because I take like four of them things in the suitcase for when I leave again. So some stuff I never take out of my suitcase. It's probably a good thing to keep certain things in your suitcase at all times, just in case you have to roll out pretty fast. Anything can happen. In my family, all of my kids live in different areas, and sometimes you have to roll out pretty fast. That happened to me one time. And the good news is in my suitcase was one of my chargers that I save in my suitcase, old curling iron because it seems like that was the thing that I always would forget to take. Also, some suntan lotion, which I have to wear black because for some reason my face fries and I turn red in the face, in the middle of my face, only in the middle. Don't know why. That's the Scottish ancestry, I think. But yeah, so there are certain things you should keep in your suitcase at all times. Even a pair of flip flops would be good because if you're going to have your swimsuit, you're probably going to need flip flops. So why not just keep a pair in there? You're not going to be wearing them suckers around all winter time. Uh, oh yeah, love the emojis. Is that a golfing? No, no. What is he doing? That is funny. Um, Tanisha says, I do the same, Vicky. If there is anything I did not wear while on the cruise, it stays in the suitcase. It helps me with withdrawal. I know, right? Some kind of mental thing, but helps the suitcase not feel lonely inside. Tanisha, what is that about? But yeah, there's something psychological to leaving stuff. Maybe it's telling you that, hey, even though my cruise is over, I will cruise again. That's what it's basically saying. So you have this kind of promise to your suitcase that I'm leaving on another wonderful cruise adventure in the future. I like that, Tanisha. We should talk about packing one day. It looks like we're talking about packing right now. We got the expert in packing on here, Cheryl. I've seen your packing techniques. You know, the whole idea of building a cruise suitcase is a wonderful idea. You know, I think that I'm going to do it. I've got enough suitcases that I could probably do one for all inclusives and one for cruising and one for local travel. Scotty J, hey Scotty J. I got two sets of clothes. My crew clothes stay packed. See, he's got a cruise suitcase. I love that idea. I'm going to do that. In fact, this time, see, I might start it now. I've got about a month now until my next cruise. I can start packing my cruise suitcase, and that'll be so exciting. And then the stuff that I don't use, I will just leave in there. So there you go. But while y'all are here, give me a thumbs up. I know you guys came over just to see what the heck is Vicky on testing, but I always say you can't sneak into a live with our crew, okay? Because everybody gets notifications. So even when you're trying to test something, people will show up. It's a sweet thing about y'all, really, it really is. But I'm the same way. If I see somebody on live, I'm like, hey, Scott's on live, Ron's on live. I just run there. Yeah, so but yeah, so I'm going to probably have to get an Ethernet connection. And that would be so much relief. I mean, you can't do anything about the storms. The storms are going to mess you up regardless. But I do feel like, yeah, the pop ups are the best. I do feel like if you, if you have a storm, there's nothing you can do about that. You're just going to have to get off. And people are pretty understanding. I mean, they really don't want you being connected during a storm anyway. But if you have a situation like today where it's hot and freaking hot, yeah, it's sunny outside, and it's got to be an internal problem, then you got to do troubleshooting big time and figure out what's going on. So Scott, when you come back from your vacation, before you edit your vlogs, love that editing, you're going to have to straighten out your internet connection, because we wouldn't know what to do without our Scott. It's bad enough that you're going on vacation. We will be lost without you. The good news is so many people are going live these days. So Scotty will do Wednesday, and Ron's going to be on next Monday. And Rick is doing Mondays now. So when do you leave? You said 2 days. So that's Wednesday. No, today is Tuesday. Duh, Vicky. Okay, I'm becoming Cheryl. Cheryl, I just said today was Wednesday. Wait a minute. Let me check my watch, girl. Get you a watch, okay? Get you this thing. This thing, it will tell you everything, And it's only $25. Right now it's, okay, I can't get it in there. It's $25. I guess I could have done this. And you just have to kind of like flick it around and it turns on. But look at that. See, big numbers. I can actually see it. It tells me my steps. It does it all. And it's cute. It's pink. I'm going to get one in blue too, I think. I haven't made up my mind. Maybe green. The last one was green. Okay. Uh-oh. You guys, I just got the notification that my internet is low. I can't believe it, y'all. Anyway, but this thing right here, $25. $25 on Amazon, made by Hero Band. And I think you can even get it wet. I've gotten them wet. The last one I had, the face came off of it. I've got it right here. This is the last one I had, and it was the bluish green, purple color, whatever. But look, the face came off of it, child. I can probably somehow glue that back on and still use it, because it still works. It's just the face came off. So, you know that this is a Temu product that was sold on Amazon. That's all I'm going to say. And it works just fine, and it keeps up with the day. So there you go. But I do love having that ability to see what day it is, because some days you just don't even know, that's just how that goes. Our pool was 96 degrees yesterday. But you might as well just call yourself a soup, okay? At 96 degrees, Angie. That's kind of warm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's kind of warm. And I know the ducks were freaking out. If you go to Angie's page, her channel, and you see her shorts, she's got a short of the ducks. How's that short doing, by the way? I forgot to look, Angie, but there she's got a short of her ducks going around in the little pool that they have. So cute, so adorable. And she's saying her pool was 96, so they're basically duck soup. If your pool was 96, jeez, girl. Oh, all right, Cheryl. Hello, my good community. Hi, John. Welcome into the unexpected pop-up. I'm testing my internet. YouTube family, greetings from the land of King Charles. Love you all. Now, I've never heard it said that way. Maybe it's because I'm not in UK, but the land of King Charles. John does walk-arounds on his videos where he walks around UK and shows you some of the sights and stuff. It's pretty cool. I can't go to London right now, so I'm excited every time I go in there and watch him walking around the different areas. So thank you for coming in, John, to my unexpected live. And it's almost noon, y'all. So, you know, it's an unexpected live. John. Scotty. You know, John Scotty's on Wednesday nights. I don't know what time that is for you. You might be asleep during that period of time. It's 9:30. You guys are 5 hours ahead of us. So yeah, it's in the middle of the night for you. But you can see the replay, and the replays, John, are pretty funny, just like the actual thing. So hilarious. We've been doing a lot of replays here lately. I mean, excuse me, lives lately. The Saturday night live, yeah. That one is hilarious. So John is showing you his link. That's nice, John. Thank you for that. He knows the assignment. Angie, we have lost two of our big goldfish due to the heat of the pond. Oh no, I didn't know there were goldfish in there. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, I'm sorry about that, sweetie. I know how much those cost. Oh my gosh. And plus, you know, you get attached to pets. Even if they're fish, you get attached to pets. I had a goldfish when I was a kid that I had for a long time. And when it died, y'all, my mom didn't even want to tell me. She was like, I'm going to have to hide this goldfish bowl for a minute. I came into the dining room and the goldfish bowl was missing. Yeah, it was a sad ending, y'all. Anyway, yeah, so I feel sorry for you because I know you can get attached to fish too. It's kind of strange, but I want a koi pond. You know, only thing is I got a dog right now who loves chasing down anything. He'll chase a fly. He's he's a My husband claims that poodles used to be hunting dogs once upon a time. I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me, but he says that. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe in his ancestral background somewhere, there's this thing where he needs to hunt down stuff. And he does. I haven't had a squirrel. The best thing about one, I have not had a squirrel in my yard since he's been here. And he's been here for a few months now. So that's the good news. I think I could actually do a vegetable garden now or something because I don't see rabbits. I don't see squirrels. He pretty much keeps everybody out of here. Angie says, we've had them 7 to 8 years. Oh my gosh. That's a long time for a fish. They are huge. 7 to 8 years. Angie, y'all have it. Look, y'all have everything going on. They got ducks, they got chickens, and hens that lay eggs, y'all. And I'm assuming there's a rooster involved. I don't know that much about chickens, but I'm assuming that you have a rooster. And the ducks are cute. All of them are cute, but yeah. She posted a short and that sucker shot up to 1,200 views immediately because people are curious about chickens. We don't really know that much. A lot of people never see a chicken. Do you know they're really not chickens in Africa? I mean, I don't think the chickens are rare. It costs a whole lot of money to buy an actual food chicken. So that's a thing. I guess chickens don't like hot weather. Okay. So anyway, where was I going with that? I have no idea. In any case, yeah, check out her ducks. They're so cute. And her chickens and her giant goldfish. Now, you got to show a video about the giant goldfish. You got more, right? I mean, two that were around 7 to 8 years. That's crazy. I didn't know goldfish could live that long. Mine only lived like probably 6 months. I don't know. I was a kid. I don't remember how long it was. All I know is I was brokenhearted. Okay. And my mother didn't tell me until I realized that they were gone. So, yeah, I would love to see a video about the fish. Yeah, because that would be so cool. I don't know if you noticed, maybe not, because I don't think it's on this channel. I think it's on my miscellaneous channel, the Foodies Food Travel, that I went to an aquarium and I recorded the aquarium and I made a short. And the short is really funny because it's got sharks and stuff, and it makes it look like I'm underwater. Yeah, I'm scared of fish, so I'm not going to be underwater anytime soon. Not unless I get dumped in the water. I'm not going to be underwater. But I love aquariums. I love fish. I just don't want to be with them in the water. I got to see them from the outside. Yes, I'm back, Camille, because I rebooted everything. But here's the bad news: I'm still having connection. I'm getting these little messages that say that my internet is on low. I'm like, and like I said, it may not be the internet completely. It may be this freaking computer. I'm going to find out. So there may be another pop up, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to connect my StreamYard to my other laptop and see what happens. See if it still gives me those low warnings. That's what they are. On StreamYard, when your internet starts to get low, it sends you this little, the little antenna, not antenna, but beacon thing, whatever, shows you what your internet is doing. And mine was on the very last tiny little bit speck there. So yeah, chickens prefer cooler weather. Yeah, so they probably don't like the African weather, I'm thinking. Plus, they probably get eaten pretty fast because, in Africa, meat is a thing, okay? Because, well, you got to kill not a cow. There's no cows running around. So I'm not talking about in the city, by the way. In the city, everything's there. If you've ever seen Nairobi or Kenya, I'm not Kenya, Nairobi. Yeah, Nairobi in Kenya. Anyway, if you've seen any of the cities in Africa, they are very urban, very modern. Okay, they have all the stuff. But if you go out into the bush, as they call it, there is nothing out there except wild animals. So you're basically doing a safari for dinner. Okay. So Serenity Sleep Garden. Okay, well, praying for the best. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate that. Prayers are needed at this point in time. Um, I was telling them that I'm going to try and get an Ethernet connection. Also, I'm going to change over to my other laptop and see if that one is going to work better, because it may be the laptop. This laptop has had some issues, y'all. I am literally, now don't laugh when I tell you this, because this is pretty sad. This thing right here, the spring clip, is holding my screen together because it seems that there is a little problem on Lenovo and some other PCs that the hinge breaks. And I've only had this computer for like a year and a half, and right outside of the warranty, the hinge broke and the screen came apart. So every time now when I open the freaking PC, it goes. I don't make this up. And then I looked up the problem, and this guy posted, if you have a spring clip, just put it on there and it'll hold it together. So I am literally hanging on by a spring clip here, y'all. 421 views on the ducks. Yay! Well, that's ironic. I mean, the hens didn't get as much popular views as the ducks. I don't know what to say about that. But like I said, a lot of areas don't have chickens. So that's probably why it's so popular. I don't know. And then also the eggs thing. People are curious about hens and eggs. They really don't know what's involved in raising hens. I know personally, I don't know. They run in my family. All of my older aunts had hens, and nobody ever bothered to tell the rest of us what to do. Crazy how that happened. Camille says those clips hold a lot of stuff together. Thank goodness for spring clips. Whoever invented spring clips, I owe you my PC. Thank you. But anyway, not as good as the chicken short. That chicken short was immediately popular. That was so crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, look at that. Everybody's flocking to the short just to see what these hens look like. And the lady that did the fancy chickens, what are they, zombie chickens? I didn't even know there was such thing as a zombie chicken before. That was bizarre. I couldn't stop watching it. I kept saying, okay, what's going on with these chickens? Why do they look like that? I mean, they're beautiful, but so strange. You know, YouTube has taught me a lot of weird stuff. It reminds me of when we were younger and they had the encyclopedias, and you could flip through an encyclopedia and see just about anything. I mean, crazy stuff in encyclopedias. But in YouTube, you just put in a word and it'll pull up just, if you put in chicken, you'll get zombie chickens, you'll get chicken, learn how to raise a chicken. Oh, I tell you, just good stuff, good stuff. So anyway, so I appreciate you guys helping me with this. This is was really frustrating me. You can tell, y'all can tell when I'm frustrated. I was getting ready to talk to y'all about my casino deals that I haven't gotten yet. And my shipmate that I sent out to everybody and didn't really go out. I'm going to try that again. Are all of y'all on shipmate? If you're not on shipmate, let me know so I won't be trying to send you a shipmate connection. I started doing that because things like Scott's leaving in a couple days, and if I hadn't been on every chat, I wouldn't know that he was going to World America. Is that World America cruise that you're leaving on, Scott? Scott, are you still there, Scott? Anyway, I think Scott's leaving and going on the World America cruise. We'll find out when we get ready to go to the match game and he's not there. So I guess there's no match game Friday. Floaty, Sherman says, I just realized we were not connected. Oh my gosh. But I just connected that. Connection done. Sherman, yes, Floaty. Yeah, definitely. She is trying to grow, and we got to figure out a way to give her watch hours. Another thing I did was I clicked on the present and invite link on here because I wanted to see what it sends people when you invite them to your StreamYard. I didn't send it to anybody because obviously if I can't stream with one person, probably can't stream with two, I'm thinking. So I got to fix my StreamYard or my stream before I can invite anybody. Okay, right here, you guys, this is my Facebook page. Before I sent you guys my Facebook group, I'm sending my Facebook page out because I need likes on my Facebook page. It's been sitting at 272 for, I want to say 6 or 7 years now. Has not moved. It does not go up. It does not go down. But has not moved. And I think it's Facebook mad at me, honestly, because I refuse to pay to get people to come there. They're always sending you this stuff about ads and whatnot, but I refuse to pay. So they have pretty much said, okay, you're just going to sit there. We're not going to send your Facebook page out to anybody. They haven't. Thanks, Sherman. Sherman said, Scott is planning on having the match game on Friday. Scott, what's wrong with you? Hold it. Okay, am I counting wrong? It's Tuesday, right? My watch, Cheryl. My watch says Tuesday, okay. Wish it said Taco Tuesday. That would be even better. But Tuesday, so 2 days from now is Wednesday, Thursday. If he's leaving on Thursday, how is he doing match game on Friday? He must be doing match game from wherever. Miami? Yeah, because World America is out of Miami, right? Dude. Okay. Well, I will be there. Oh, Meet and I is going to be an unmatched game, right? They're either going to be a match game or trivia, and I love Meet and I, so I'm not going to miss that one for sure. Okay, not that I miss them anyway. I watch it no matter who is on there. It really doesn't matter. But when you guys show up on there, that's even better. So I've got 274 likes now. Woohoo! Take that, Facebook. Thank you, Sherman. Take that, Facebook. Oh my gosh. They're probably over there going, oh, look at her. She's trying to grow without us. Take that. I'm not a Facebook fan, but I realize that social media wise, for my age group, Facebook is very popular. Why? I guess because we're grandmothers and, stuff like that. We do a lot of sharing of recipes, and this is a serious old woman stereotype, y'all. But Facebook seems to be the meeting ground for older people, older women specifically, and a lot of older men that send you pokes. I know it's a thing. I don't know what a poke is, but every once in a while I get a poke from a guy who looks like he's like 90 years old or something. So I think that is a new way of flirting, but maybe not a new way anymore. It's probably been going on the whole time Facebook's going on. I just happened to notice his because it's just hilarious to me, but whatever. But yeah, so many people in our age group, when I say our age group, I'm referring to my age group, that are on Facebook sharing recipes, sharing pictures of their grandchildren. I am guilty of that. Okay. So there you go. So, other than that, though, and also I have a very large military brat group on Facebook. So, I kind of like the idea of sharing that, with all the people who have no hometown. Military brats have no hometown. So it's kind of like a hometown for military brats. It's like 9,500 members right now. So I go in there and need to go in there today because I haven't been on there for a couple of days. But I need to go on there and check and make sure everything's okay and that all the new requests are getting added and so forth and so on. If it wasn't for that, I probably would never go to Facebook. And that's sad to say, but people send you invites on Facebook, and that drives me crazy, y'all. I'll get invites or I'll get an event notification from my cousins that we're having the family dinner at such and such place. Then later, when I don't show up, they're mad because I didn't show up. I'm like, you want me to show up? You better send me an email or even a text message or something, anything besides a Facebook event. I'm not going to see it. Yeah, I'm not going to see it. But anyway, you guys, it's after 12 and some of y'all are probably hungry. And when I say some of y'all, I'm referring to me. I haven't ate since I had some oatmeal at 8 o'clock when I woke up this morning. Okay. So I'm hungry, y'all. I'm not hungry, but it is time for me to have my second meal because I'm trying to stay in the 3 meal zone, y'all, for this Manjaro stuff because I don't want to be in a situation where I have to worry about my muscles deteriorating. I don't have many muscles anymore. So I really can't afford to lose any muscles. Oh, Linda says, okay, have a good day. Linda is coming on at 1 o'clock. She's got a live where she does greeting cards. And I love that because she's working on my greeting cards. Handcrafted originals from the Tolman collection. I'm going to be giving them out on my 1,000 subscription celebration, which Could happen in the next month or two, or maybe three. I don't know, but depends on what happens, I guess. But it's coming up pretty soon, so I feel confident about it because I grew from 800 to 830 in like a week, and I was really impressed because that doesn't happen for me. uh, Sherman says it looks like meatballs on the hill behind you. Oh. Sherman. You must be hungry too. LOL. It does, Sherman. Oh, okay. My big cabeza is in the way, y'all. But here we are. There's the meatball sitting on the Tenerife in Spain. Well, I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Arizona, Oklahoma. It's one of them. O's. I don't know, but yeah, I remember that song. Maybe I'm getting hungry, LOL. I think so, dear. On top of spaghetti. Ah, another song. On top of spaghetti. Linda and I know all the old songs. And that couldn't be because we're old, because we're not. And I'm just going to keep saying that, okay? With Parmesan cheese on top. Dude, really? It does sound good, though. You know, I do have some meatballs in the freezer. And I do have some spaghetti noodles. And I do have some Parmesan cheese. So that could happen for lunch. Nah, no toad at all. Nah, no toad at all. Okay. Are you sure? Are you okay, Linda? Gosh, what the hell? I am just getting back from the doctor and you are on. Girl, I have been on. I have been off. I have been on again. It's a long story, but we had internet issues today. So I had to get off to go downstairs, reboot the router, reboot the cable, reboot my extender, reboot the PC, and come back on again. So I didn't come back on until like 20 till something like that, till 20 till 12. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And all I can say is I'm going to look into an Ethernet connection today. Okay. Yep, we're on. I'm working, but I still have you on, friend. Oh, Camille, thank you. You're sweetie. Hey, Natty, Sherman said. Not old. Hey, old is relevant. I mean, relevant? Okay, it's a perspective. Okay, depends on what you're comparing yourself to. Am I old compared to a picture of meatballs? Am I old compared to Paris Eiffel Tower? No. Am I old compared to the Mississippi River? Just saying, I'm not old. It's all a point of reference. That's what I was trying to say. Yay, I thought I missed y'all. Well, actually you did, but here we are again. So, hey, everybody. You know, earlier there was 28 people, 29 people, and my internet died, Nettie. This is what happens when you go live. I just got through saying that you are your own technical team. And if you're not very technical, it can be ugly. But here's the thing. You have the option of saying goodbye and just leaving. Maybe if it gives you that much time. If you don't have that much time, then the system will say goodbye for you. That's how that goes. So, it's experienced. Okay. You're talking about Paris, the Eiffel Tower, or the Mississippi River. Not me, I'm sure. They are old. I'm just saying. But Yeah, so that can happen. You'll end up being your own tech team. But we missed some interesting conversation, Eddie. We were talking about thumbnails before we got rudely interrupted by the StreamYard notifications and buffering. We were talking about how thumbnails are so important because the root of all things that happen on your channel are your thumbnail. Because if somebody doesn't click on your thumbnail, it doesn't matter how good your editing is, how long your short or how long your vlog is. All that other stuff does not matter. Even the title does not matter if people don't look at your thumbnail. It's a kind of a thing. Thumbnails are extremely important, yet people hardly ever talk about it. So we were telling people in the live how to make a thumbnail with their canva.com. And I was telling, I think it was Jan, I'm like, girl, it's so easy because there is actually a template for YouTube thumbnail. You don't have to guess how big it is or how tall it is. This is already done for you in Canva. So all you got to do is go to YouTube thumbnail and start putting stuff on there. Now, it gets a little technical trying to put your face on there and stuff like that, because then you got to use BG remover where it removes the background. And this is what I'm doing because I have a lot of thumbnails that don't have me on there. So you guys are going to start seeing my face even more. But it's because, everybody says you need to have, well, let me put that, not everybody. I have taken a YouTube course with Ground Life Travels. And one of the things they talk about is how to make a good thumbnail. And I'm learning how to make a good thumbnail. Now, as far as the words go, I suck at the words because I just can't think creatively like that. Okay. It's, how do you draw in interest on a vlog about a cruise? I don't want to say something like, I hated this cruise or this was bad, because that's not true. And I ain't going to say all that mess. Okay. Now, I may regret that. People probably aren't going to click on my thumbnail. But here you go. If you're not interested in the icon, but for the icon, then there's nothing really I can say to you. That's how that goes, right? And I know a lot of y'all feel the same way. We're not into the whole clickbait. It's not really clickbait. It's just things that make you click, on something, the curiosity. If you're not curious about the icon, you're probably not going to look at my thumbnails. This is just how that goes. I am old. I got doctor's appointments and tests through July. Shake my head. So I can keep getting older. It's a thing. You got to keep getting older. If you don't, well, you know how that goes. Thumbnails and descriptions are a pain in my side. And yet, they are the beginning of everything. Do you make your thumbnails before you make your vlog? Because all of the freaking experts, the people with millions of views because they're the experts, they say that you're supposed to make your thumbnail first. How do you do that? I just want to know. I love playing with Canva to figure out thumbnails. I like playing with Canva, but not for thumbnails. I like the videos. I like all the other strange things that are in Canva. But for some reason, thumbnails just clog my brain. But you still need to have ideas. That's the problem. And there is the rub, y'all. You need to have a little bit of creativity. Elle, welcome in, Elle. We're doing a pop-up. This is not me, really. This is I'm normally here from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern, but today I popped in to play around with StreamYard and see how long it would last. I'm going to get off here in a few minutes, but welcome in. We are a Connect and Grow chat. So if you want to show people your link, just type hashtag GROW and you can connect with the rest of the people in this chat. And they will connect with you because they're awesome. They will go there, they will comment, they will click on it, and they will watch because we've been taught by Ryan of PK Adventures that that is the proper way to connect to other channels, and also to tell them that we have left a package at their place. But that's FedEx, he does that. So anyway, thank you for the pink hands. uh, and she sent you a blue something. She makes her thumbnail after her vlog, pretty much what the rest of us do. Or if you never finish lying time for some stupid reason, you have not finished it, y'all. Ah, glad to be able to catch a pop-up. Thank you. Yeah, this is not my normal time, but it's during lunch. So also there is another live coming up at 1 o'clock on Linda's channel. Uh-oh, I'm getting the warning, y'all. There it goes. Got the little beaker thing going up here. I don't know. I think it's more than just the Ethernet. I mean, I think it's more than just the internet. It's probably this PC. Keisha, hi Keisha. Welcome into the test of my chat. Normally I'm here at 10 a.m., which nobody catches me at 10 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. There were 28 people in here this morning, and my internet went down. So I'm giving people a chance to say the things maybe they didn't get to say when my internet. Oh, Lady of Giggles, that's me. I do giggle a lot. It's me. I try not to giggle, but y'all, I gotta be me. Yeah, that's just the way. Gotta be me. Okay. Welcome in, dear. Hashtag GROW. Keisha will show people your link if you're interested in connecting with other people. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. Yay, Taco Tuesday. I love a good taco, so I do love Tuesday. Thank you for showing how it's done, Elle. She's putting in hashtag grow to show her link. Thank you so much. Well, you guys helped me test, and I'm beginning to suspect, I really am, that there's something to this, and it's not just the internet. I think there's also something going on with my PC, or maybe it is the internet and there's nothing I can do about it. But that just doesn't even make sense, y'all. That doesn't even make sense. Oh my gosh. Taco El Pastor. So, oh, okay. Angie says, Els, I just subbed to your channel. See? And when she subbed, she hit the like button, she commented, and she's watched some of your video. Because like I said, that was what we were taught by Mr. FedEx himself. Ryan of PK Adventure Travels, who I think is working right now, or he may be going to lunch. It is lunchtime. Okay, she's saying, hi, whatever floats your boat. Thanks. I will be visiting your house. She already knows. Look at that. I will be visiting your house. See, you guys are good at this. Okay. Well, anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here and go visit my house. Leave this office for the first time in many hours. Shoot, I started in here at I started watching Go Live Together at about 9:30 in this office, and I have not left until now. So I've got to go eat something. I got to go feed my dog. And my poor dog's got the cone on his head because he had surgery yesterday. He keeps running into stuff. It's sad. And not only that, he can't see. So he has a puppy pad because he's 7 months old, but he can't see the puppy pad. So, I expect to see an accident when I go out there. Because, like I said, I've been in here, so nobody has been taking him out. He might be crossing his legs, but that's a lot of legs to cross. This was a fun few minutes. Thanks for being here. You know what? I'm going to start. start doing pop-ups. Everybody else is doing them. I think I'm going to start doing mine in the evening since I'm normally here in the daytime. I think every once in a while I'm going to pop up at night. Maybe I'll have a better internet connection. Maybe it's all the people working that are killing my internet connection. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, you guys, well, thank you for coming in and helping me to test out the StreamYard situation. See, tonight is Tuesday. I'm not sure. I can't remember what happens on Tuesday nights. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe I should have popped up tonight. I don't even know. I'm going to have to look at Eddie's list of people who are coming in live tonight. Keisha says, I am peeling vegetables, potatoes, onions, carrots, prepping dinner supper early. You go, girl. That sounds good. Okay. Oh, she says, well, Angie, you need to type in hashtag grow. She should have left a comment on something there. Angie, just type in hashtag grow. Sherman, I have another live tonight at 7. Oh, see, glad you said something, Sherman. Sherman's live at 7. Okay. Sherman, how could I forget that? Sherman is live at 7. Okay, dear. So you're going to be talking or you're going to show a premiere? I can't believe it. He's doing his second live. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. The Gen X effect. Howdy. We're getting ready to roll out of here, dear, but welcome in. We are Connect and Grow Chat. We're normally here from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm here today because of some problems with my computer. So if you type hashtag GROW, that will show your link to everybody else in this chat, and they can have a chance to connect with you. Thank you for coming in, my new friend. Gen X is one of my new friends. So is L and Gen X. And I think that's all, but all my new friends are in here. Wow. Okay, Nettie says, I thought about a live, but then I said it's too hot outside. You sound like me. But anyway, yeah, whenever I think of doing a pop-up, I always think, but I got to eat in about 10 minutes. You know, what's the point of doing a pop-up if I'm going to be hungry during the pop-up? Yeah, I ain't even got time to make a sandwich. But I started to send you a link. Maybe Sherman will invite us to his live. Do you know how to send a link, Sherman? I started to send you a link, Nettie, so that you could come. But now I'm glad I didn't do that since you were at the doctor's and my internet went out. So thank you. Glad could catch you for a few. I'm so glad you're here, sweetie. Thank you for coming in. Be sure to come in at 10, between 10 and 11. Like I said, I might do a pop-up sometime this week in the evening. I don't want to step on anybody else's live, though. So I got to check the live schedule before I do a pop-up. It's kind of funny. Only in our community do you have to check and make sure nobody else is live. That's how many people are live. Ron, how you doing? Welcome in. Shermanator, how are you today? He has a live at 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern. So be sure and check out Sherman's live. He is CNS Travel. Okay, he's at 7 p.m. tonight. We will all be there. Thank you, Elle. She says she likes my cruise videos. Elle, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm glad people like them because so much freaking work. Nettie, the editing though. The editing. You would think that it would not be that hard to show a cruise video, but there's a lot to it, really. Yeah, super, super hot out. We decided that everybody's got hot weather today, except Australia. Not Australia. Is it Australia? Somebody's got snow today. I don't know who, but somebody does. I am good. Hope you are also. DeFam. DeFam. DeFam has got a live the last Monday of the month, which is also the last day of the month. 101 degrees. Okay. This is his link with the share feature, I think. Dude, tell us what you're sharing. We are 92 degrees. You guys are cooler than we are today. That's interesting. But you do have the lake effects. We don't have a lake. We don't have anything but a dirty river. Woo-wee, that's hot. I'm over here sweating like a nun in a cucumber patch. Gen X, you're funny. Do you do a live, Gen X? I want to know when the live is. LOL, does he? CNS Travel, you have a live tonight? He really does have a live tonight. But why don't you believe me? 7 p.m. Okay. He picked Tuesday because nobody else is there. And I was just about to say, I might pop up tonight. Then he says, girl, I have I have a live tonight at 7 p.m. He does have a live tonight at 7 p.m. So CNS Travels, we will be there at 7 p.m. Now, hopefully. The same for you. I will be checking out at lunch. My dog's running into stuff with his little cone head, his little cone thing that's on his head. Live tonight. Serenity has a live tonight on Pitt's Life. That's her alternate channel, her original channel. She at Pitt's Life, PITT-S Life. She has every night at 9 o'clock. She has a live. So she does rain videos and waterfalls and stuff that helps you to go to sleep. It's my favorite kind of thing to do late at night because it really helps. Yeah, I do, and have a secret special guest. Is it Scott? I hope it's Scott because I need to ask him some questions. Like, are you really doing a freaking match game on Friday? Is he really doing the match game on Friday? What's wrong with him? Does he not ever just take a break? Scott, Controversial Cruising does the match game on Friday and Thursday night trivia. Thursday trivia with Denise on Thursday nights. Every other Thursday night. Okay, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm hungry. My eyes are watering, something fierce. I will talk to you later. Don't forget about Linda. She comes on at 1 o'clock on Linda Tolman Creates. I think she was in here. Linda, are you in here? There she is. She left at about 12 o'clock. But she's in here. Okay, y'all. I'm out of here. It was sweet talking to y'all. You guys are cool. I'm gonna play a video on the way out too. And this is my favorite, not my favorite video, one of my favorite videos. I got two cruise videos in here. This one has to do with cruises also, in case you're curious. I'll show this one and then we're gonna leave.
Are you ready to escape the everyday? Then mark your calendars for November 22nd, 2025, because you're cordially invited on the cruise of a lifetime. We're sailing on the brand new MSC World America, the first MSC ship built just for the U.S. market. This ship is massive, modern, and packed with next-level fun. We will be departing from Miami, Florida, and the first stop is Roatan, Honduras. Has a lot of lush rainforest, but trust me, the snorkeling is the best. Next up is Costa Maya, where you can explore Mayan ruins, or our favorite, a secluded, all-inclusive in the jungle. Next up, Cozumel, a true Caribbean classic with the beach clubs, or helmet diving. Last but not least, we stop in Ocean Cay, MSC's private island in the Bahamas with white sparkling sandy beaches and a lighthouse. And here's the best part, Group rates are still way under current prices, but not for long, so make sure you act fast before these prices are gone. Cruise how you want. Chill, explore, or go full throttle. Or hang out with Ryan and Melinda from PK Adventure Travels. We'll be right there with you having the time of our life. Book now and make Thanksgiving 2025 unforgettable. And we will see you on the scenic route.
That's my buddy Ryan, FedEx. You can cruise with him on Thanksgiving. And I just saw that Gen X said, yes, ma'am, went live about this time yesterday solo. Usually do 2 shows a week with my co-host, Magic of Healing, never mind. Called the experiment. Okay. Good to know, Gen X. Okay, I'll be looking for that. I've got my notifications on. Unfortunately, I have a lot of notifications, so I tend to miss people because I got so many notifications on. But now that you've told me that, I'm going to have to make sure I at least go to your page and find out, if you're there, if you're doing a live. Okay. Serenity. Didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. Serenity is Pitt's life. Yeah. I love Miss Pitts and her hubby, Mr. Cool. Yes, the fam, it's me. This is my new channel. Okay. Okay, y'all. Well, everybody have a great day. And here's the link for the live tonight. So be sure and go check out Sherman at 7. And I'm leaving for real this time. I really am. I really am. So thank you guys. And thank you for coming and hitting the likes up. Y'all are so sweet. I'm out of here. I am tired, y'all. Tired and hungry. Whew. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Sherman. Talk to you later tonight. See you later.